her turn, her speech.
Nice to see you. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Thanks. Yeah.
And Scott, you're from here, right? You're from
Yeah.
whereabouts in New York?
Well, in the village. I live in the village.
Oh, okay. So you were here for the New Year's, the big madness here.
Yes, I stayed in town.
Now you're not one of those people that actually goes to Times Square and partakes in that, do you?
Yeah, well, I never have before.
Uh-huh.
But this year I was invited to a party. A friend had a party up in a building that overlooked the square, and you could see the ball there. And I'd never seen it in all these years, so I had a fantasy about seeing it. So I went up to the party, and it's really, really beautiful. I mean,
I think it would be beautiful to be high above the crowd, looking down.
Well, yeah,
I think when you're in it and vomit's hitting you from all angles, that's where it's probably less attractive, right?
It was kind of New Orleans-y. It was fun.
Uh-huh.
And but I didn't realize that from the last 10 minutes to midnight, like 10 to 12, they do a practice countdown when you're up there. So they flash it on the screen. So for the last 10 minutes, the last 10 seconds, you're warming up.
They're
counting
down.
They're
counting down the whole time, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Yes, but only for the last 10 minutes. So I kind of got a little bored with that, and I went to get a drink, and then my friends call me, and it's the real one this time. So I run to the window to go look at it, and all this confetti starts falling. It's like beautiful, like snow. I mean, it's high up and glittering in the lights, and it's gorgeous. And we count down, and I forgot to look at the ball.
You didn't look at the ball?
Right in front of my face.
It's
it was
like 900
feet
around. It's giant. It's glittering. How can you miss it, you know?
I was like, oh, pretty confetti.
That bums me.
I don't know what.
That bums me out that they rehearse. You know, I just always thought it was this, big collection. It was a real happening.
Well,
are they rehearsing everybody? They're like,
psyching themselves
you're not drunk
more
enough.
Than rehearsal. They're psyching themselves up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that I don't know. That sort of ruins it for me. You were there, Andy, weren't you? You
Yeah,
did the countdown.
I was there last year. No, not this year, but last year. Last year. What I was amazed is the people that show up. They make like little pens out of police barricades. People get there 4 hours and they get put in these pens and they have to stay there. And if they leave, they can't come back.
What? So people are just standing there and do
They're
some
like
people
standing there penned up, for like hours. I was amazed. I thought, wow, that's really fun. No, I was on a I was working.
Stay in
I
your
was on
pen.
a rooftop. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. I mentioned at the top, and I've been in show business for a while. It's been like 18 months now, right? Whatever. And but I'm still blown away when someone has an Oscar. The first thing I start thinking is like, where physically is the Oscar? I picture you always having it on you. You know that you have a special carrying case made of like the finest leather, and you carry it with you, and you don't let it out of your sight.
No. I actually didn't even have mine in my apartment until recently. I had it in, well, it's because I kept
like
moving.
in your garage or something?
No, I didn't even have a garage. I didn't have an apartment. I kept moving around. I had it in the bank, in a safe deposit box there. And then they called me like 2 months ago because the branch was closing, and I had to go get it out. And I went.
It's a good thing they called you, How we threw that out.
No, but they remembered me because I forgot my ID when I went to get it. But they said, we know it's you, so they gave it to me again.
How do we know it's really your Oscar? So where is it now?
Now it's in my bathroom, well, like my dressing.
What are you talking about? It's in your bathroom. It's a roll-on deodorant now.
It looks kind of like
so
that.
Soothing.
Well, it actually looks like a perfume bottle, and that's why I have it on my dressing table. I have a big bathroom with a big dressing
Okay,
table.
but I just picture it in a bathroom next to all this crud,
Crud?
Well, whatever. If it's like my bathroom, nothing should be in there. I wouldn't put anything in my bathroom. Things are coming to life there every day, and I'm beating them back into the tub, and just a little peek into my life. I thought why does that make people happy?
No, I don't know.
People are happy to know that I have a sad life.
Yay for bad hygiene.
Oh, I saw the show. He's pathetic. It made me feel good. Now, you had a bit of a problem because you go one year, you win. It's so exciting. Then they invite you back the next year to be a presenter, which would be maybe a little anticlimactic after a year where you actually get one, It's like it's mine to keep. But then you also, there was a little bit of a, you were preparing for a role when you had to go up on camera in front of everybody, right?
Yeah. Well, I have to say I was excited to be presenting because
that's cool.
Passing the thing on. It's a good tradition.
If they
it's a cool
asked
tradition.
me, I'd be there. It's not going to happen. But when you were preparing for a role, you had to You had to physically change your
'cause I
body.
was getting ready for Perez family at that time, yeah, so I had to gain 20 pounds.
20 pounds. So you had to be presenting and 20 pounds
my
heavier.
dress, they kept that. Oh, Vera Wang, God bless her. We fit my dress, and then I got the role in
I'm
Perez
assuming
family.
Vera Wang makes dresses.
She makes dresses.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
No, it's just a little phrase.
You have to I know out in LA
It's
you can go
like,
Vera
instead of
Wang and everyone's
saying,
like,
you know,
right. But here I'm like, oh, this thing sears. Anyway, go ahead.
She's here too.
Oh, she gets around. Okay, so, but you're presenting and you're going to wear a nice
I was presenting and I
dress.
kept gaining, and every week we had to have fittings. I was just gaining weight every week, so
They kept
another 5
expanding the
pounds, another
dress.
5 pounds. Yeah.
Then they just put a
They
Velcro
had to
strap on the back. Put it on notch
She
number
was very
6.
good-spirited about it.
Now, how do you gain that much weight? What do you do when someone has to gain that much? What did you do?
Well, I ate a lot.
Well, I had to ask, didn't I? Well, what kind of stuff? I mean, it would probably be hard. I mean, eat a lot. I mean, what are we talking here?
Well, I ate every 2 hours. So I had either like a shake every 2 hours, or a hamburger every 2 hours, or macaroni and cheese, donuts. I had food with me all the time in my knapsack.
So that's so cool. It was just part of your job. You were like, I'm
It
sorry, but I
was.
have to eat this giant hoagie right now. It's for my
was
work.
like
It's just important that I do this right now. Why did you have to gain so much weight for the role?
Because to play the Cuban, when I went down to Miami, a lot of Cubans that I met were saying I was skinny, flaca. So I had to gain weight, and the butt was very important.
The butt is always
the butt
very important.
sway, the Cuban butt sway.
The Cubans think differently about the butt than we do?
Well, they're more vocal about it, probably.
I talk a lot about about other people, but they like a big butt. Is that what you're
nice
saying?
Butt, yeah.
Okay, and that's it. So you just had to. How do you localize that? How do you know? You go to a
didn't. I
doctor and
just-
say,
I
eat lots of these kinds of
visualized.
foods. These are butt foods. These will. I recommend lots of vitamin B. Goes right to the butt. Tell us about Unhook the Stars, because this is your latest film, and tell us about it. What's the basic idea of the movie?
The basic idea is Jenna Rollins plays a mom who her kids have grown up. She's at a transitional time in her life. She doesn't know what she wants, or she's not excited by anything anymore in her life. And I come in and kind of crash land into her life because I need some help with my son. And my son and her strike up a very close relationship.
Okay,
As do we.
and we have a clip here from the film. Is there anything we need to know beyond that to set it up?
My husband's just left me, and I'm
just-
coming to her for the first time to ask for help. I don't know her.
Okay, let's take a look at this
She's my
clip
neighbor.
from Unhook the Stars.
Anyway, so I work over at the creamery in Ferndale, and I gotta be there in 20 minutes. I work splits. It's the worst shift, but I'm new, so I gotta go along. Am I right? Jay, honey, no. JJ's father's been unexpectedly called out of town. I'm sorry, whatever. He's just out of town. He's gone, and I'm stuck. I asked the lady, Mrs. Ferguson, the fat one at 1027, but she puts me off and says she knows you, and she suggested you. I need someone to look after JJ while I'm at work today.
Man, you're uptight. You need a massage, that character. That's just the first thing. It's just that character needs a massage real bad. Just calm down. Unhook the Stars. It's now in New York and Los Angeles, and people are saying great things about it. And it's going to be in the rest of the country very soon.
Really soon, yeah, a couple weeks.
All right. We can't thank you enough for coming on the show. It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
And
too.
best of luck with the movie.
Thank you.
Come back sometime. Marisa Tomei, everybody. Eugene Levy, the Reverend Horton Heat are coming up. We'll be right back.